Welcome to Reinventions in Between, your go-to podcast for real stories of reinvention that happen between life stages, career changes, and living abroad. I'm Sara Kojola, life coach, intercultural trainer, and reinventions facilitator, helping people on their quest to what's next. I have reinvented myself a few times, and in the past 16 years, I have collected fascinating stories of change. In each episode, my guests will talk about why and how they took the leap and seized the opportunity to change their life. Let's begin. Welcome everyone. Today I'm sitting with Dominika Miernik. She is an award-winning career and expat coach with over 20 years of experience living and working abroad in countries like Poland, Italy, UK, and France. Over the past 10 years, she's been helping expat and globally mobile women to create fulfilling careers and businesses around their international lives. She works with individuals and expat support organizations. Additionally, she mentors aspiring expat coaches. That's a great addition to your job titles. Welcome, Dominika.
Thank you very much, Sarah. Welcome everyone. Thank you for inviting me, and I'm happy to share more about my reinvention.
That's great. I think this title now has been having very different meanings. It's not just reinvention, but it's becoming um, how flexible and creative we are to shape our own careers over the years and also adapting to the job market. And especially in the past decade, we have seen um, the job market becoming very flexible, having major changes, and the traditional um, job life is no longer the same. Um, for you as well has been the case, I suppose. I see that you have experience both in recruiting industry, in psychology and career counseling. So how you came about having all those competencies professionally?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great question, and you are right. Now, reinvention is like more not only like reinventing your life, but also the job market and the opportunities that we have on the job market can help us to find a different career opportunity or a business idea. So, as you said, I started my career as a recruiter. So I was living in Milan at the time. I moved there because of my partner job, and I was freshly graduated in psychology. It was more like organizational psychology and marketing psychology. So for me, like working in the recruitment, it was like a good opportunity. And then we moved to Manchester, so I had to like reinvented myself once again. I did an internship in recruitment, but then the skills that were like required from me more on the British market were my language skills, so Polish and Italian. So I used skills, and I started my like corporate job in customer service and sales and marketing. And then on the side, I was also doing like a volunteering job for the Polish community, helping them with challenges when you move abroad, not only related like to finding a job or like adapting your CV or exploring the job market and what you can do, but also like overcoming all those challenges that we have as an expat. So it can be loneliness, improving your communication skills, or just feeling more motivated and satisfied with your life abroad. So, so like all those experiences helped me like to craft those skills, like to develop those skills. And when the opportunity came up, while I was working with this company, I received an invitation to attend a coaching event, and I was like never interested in coaching. I think that as a psychologist, it was like many years ago, but like coming from the psychology background, I had like a different feeling about coaching. It wasn't like something that I was interested into. But I attended the event, and then I thought, okay, it's a good idea, like for the next career, because my company was changing. There was a lot of it was bought by another company, so everything was changing. And I thought, okay, so this is the right time to do something different. And like I could like combine those skills, my experience living abroad, my experience working in recruitment, and also helping people with adapting to a new country. So I like connected those skills, and I came up with this expat coaching. It wasn't when I started, it wasn't even called expat coaching. It was only career coaching. Yes, the word expat wasn't so common as it is now. So this is how I found my new purpose in my career.
Oh, that's great to hear. And I love that you mentioned as well how initially, coming from a psychology background, you were not really interested in coaching, but then embracing this new tool, I would say that because what I've seen that when we reinvent or we change career, we acquire more tools that we happen to just decide what to use in our own new project um, made sense for you at that time, and you were very able and capable to adapt to new opportunities. And that's the best way, I think, to um, to embrace challenges as well when redundancy or economic crises are at the door and we feel threatened or challenged by those situations. And just by being open to think that all the experiences, in addition to our competencies, can just become tools that we pull out from a bag like Mary Poppins, I say.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the funny thing is that now I remember that my mother was always like reading those books, like I think like for maybe 40 years ago or 30 years ago, like those coaching books, like how to become more confident or how to communicate better. And I was like always laughing at her. What kind of books are you reading? But now I am like more, yeah, more working in coaching, so I understand. So maybe it was also like something from the past, from my past, not being like influenced by what my mother was reading at the time.
Maybe
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
just synchronicity that was showing
yeah,
you what
exactly.
was the next way. Look,
Uh-uh.
you're going to
Yes,
be working in personal development.
yeah, something like maybe unconscious now.
How fascinating. Yeah, true. So expat, and I suppose also expat is not so common word if you think in the European market, job market, because more of a, you think about overseas job posting where you really are sent from a company or on an international assignment with the expat package. So I understand how it could have been unusual at the beginning to hear those that word and those positions, but more and more, and I would say in the past decade, and not only the pandemic was a big push and a big pivot for women as well to take their own um, uh, independence and deciding to go overseas and develop their career, following their own ambitions. How many women have you helped in
Mm-hmm.
this sector?
Yeah. Yeah, so you are right. So the expat, like the expat term, yeah, it has changed over the years. So because we have like different type of expats, so not only like those traditional expats moving or assignments or expat partners following the partner like on the assignment. So like more and more people are moving because like single women or women like over 50, they are thinking about a different type of career or they are tired of their corporate job and they want to do something different and they move to another country. So of course there are like different opportunities. So I work with both with expat families like the traditional expats and also with people who lived abroad for many years and they are thinking to moving to another country and finding the opportunity. I don't know exact number because I don't. I think it will be like maybe more than 100 or around 100, yeah, or the expat, yeah, because I don't count like what is the number of the people that I. It will be like I think around 100 when it comes to working with, let's say, single expats or yeah, women moving abroad. But yeah, so like the definition of the expat word is definitely different that it was before. And now we have also this different kind of people moving abroad called digital nomads. So they are moving like abroad maybe for a few months and staying in one country. They then move to another country for another month. And all those digital nomads are working remotely. So when I was starting, I remember I was still living in the UK and I read this article about an English couple and they moved to Spain and they were working like online from Spain. And I was like really I don't know, like for me, it was like the insight, no? Can you really do this? And it was like, I think more than a decade ago. Can you really like take your job, take your laptop and like work from maybe from the beach or from the pool? Is it really like possible? And I was like really excited about this new opportunity and this new life of living. So definitely more and more people are looking for this kind of job, like switching, going to another country and working online. And now, of course, we have more opportunities, but also the competition is higher.
Oh, definitely. More competition and more freedom, I would say, because everyone is seeking to find the lifestyle that they are really aspiring to, and especially a big push after the Great Resignation following the pandemic, on how many people really understood that 9 to 5 job wasn't really suitable for them anymore. And especially in time of crisis, they were just confined and not finding any type of fulfillment and just working for a company making profit and not their own, well, not thinking maybe about their own well-being, because in many situations it was difficult to try to carve the time and thinking about mental health. It wasn't really taken in consideration in those situations. Um, and was it the same for you, or you decided even before? I know that you mentioned before that you follow your partner, so you had
Mhm.
to transition at that time as well. And was it at that time that you became a digital nomad, or you had
Mhm.
consultation or mix type of jobs at the time?
Mhm. Yeah, so when I moved abroad because of my partner, I was already like an expat student, so I was in this expat life when I was living in Italy. Then when I moved with my partner to the UK, I didn't know that we have this possibility like to work online at the beginning. So I was thinking about finding a traditional job. Then I discovered this online opportunity, and I was still thinking about myself like someone living abroad, like an expat. Then, like few years into my coaching business, I came across this term digital nomad. And I was like really excited that of course we can take our job with us and we can work from a different country. So I like wanted to explore if this is something that I really want to do. And so currently I am like in this like last, maybe let's say last phase of my expat life. Let's say like exploring more this digital nomad lifestyle, like working a little bit from Italy, then staying in France. Then when I have an opportunity, I am coming back to my home country, Poland, and I am working from there. Or I can explore different countries within Europe or outside of Europe. So it's definitely something that I am exploring. Of course, it is coming with challenges, because every time that, and it is not for everyone, because every time that you are moving, you have to like once again adapt yourself now to a new environment. For example, I don't like working from places like from coffee shops. I like a quiet work environment, like having my own space, my own room, and no one is talking. No, so I like this kind of working environment. So thinking about that, then you have to organize yourself. You have to like organize all your schedule, coaching clients, coaching calls. Is the Wi-Fi connection good? No, so there are some challenges. But yeah, it came like this kind of digital nomad lifestyle. It came like after reading those like inspiring stories online, like from people working abroad and doing this coaching practice online. I took like this opportunity to explore different countries and different cities, because it can be also like moving within the country. You don't have to move abroad. You can move, for example, Italy is a beautiful country, so you can explore different regions. Like every month, you can go, for example, to Milan, or you can go to Sardinia. So it's so beautiful. So you have so many opportunities to find like beautiful places here. So you don't have to go abroad. Yeah. So yeah, this is how I came up with this new lifestyle, let's say, of digital nomad.
And I suppose on one side, this lifestyle is fulfilling, um, or at least can be aligned to values like flexibility or freedom, but it's not all rainbow and unicorns, how they say. Sometimes you mentioned already some of the challenges, but also I suppose transitioning from an employed job to a completely entrepreneur status where you have to manage yourself and your expenses and your resources all the time was difficult at the beginning.
Mhm. Yeah, that's right. Because when you are coming from like the traditional job mindset, then it can be challenging to switch to entrepreneurial mindset, because it's a different kind of thinking. Because you are thinking about yourself, you are organizing yourself, you have a different working hours, you have more flexibility, so you are taking risk, because starting a business, like moving to self-employed or running your business, you are taking risk, no? So you are coming like out of your comfort zone, and of course it has like not only financial costs, it has also emotional costs, because
Mm.
there are many challenges. But of course, when you are thinking about, you have to think about your finances. How much, what is your goal, financial goal? How much do you want to earn? And at the beginning in your business, you will earn less than in your normal traditional job because you have a lot of investment. So you have to manage your finances. Then attend meeting with people. So of course it's different kind of mentality. So it can take a little bit of time. So I remember when I was at the beginning of my journey, I was still like working from 9 to 5. For me, it was this kind of working hours. I was starting at 9, I was having my break, then I was finishing at 5. And until my partner said me, you are still working as an employee, but you are a self-employed person, so you don't have to like work from 9 to 5. You can have like more flexible. But for me, it was um like doing this leap, but like not jumping from the bridge, no, and starting as this as a self-employed person, but doing those small adjustments, small like changes. So this helped me like to switch this kind of mentality.
It was a great strategy for you to keep that routine in order to not feel completely lost in the change because
Hmm.
there are lots of changes you mentioned from employed job or entrepreneur, and especially the amount of hours that you use um, is a lot when you move into a solopreneur, when you have to probably cover many roles, like you really need to self-manage your time and yourself in um,
Hmm.
fulfilling all the roles and the tasks that you have every day. That was a great strategy. Is there any other suggestion that you would like to give to someone who is listening, for example, that is thinking of jumping into the entrepreneurial business?
Yeah, yeah. So elaborate a plan, like a strategy, a transition plan. So maybe at the beginning, you can switch to a part-time job or having like working on those short assignments. So this was also what I was doing at the beginning of my coaching journey. So when I left my traditional 9 to 5 still working, but I had this like small projects, no, like those temporary jobs, like or maybe doing a translation or being an interpreter or having like a job, a project for 1 month or one week even. So it helps me like to with the finances, like having money coming in at the beginning. So like not jumping because if you hate your job, so I always say that you can see your job at the beginning of your entrepreneurship as an investment into your business because you will need money. You will need like investment in the business at the beginning. So finding also those small projects, temporary jobs can help you. Then asking for support. So not doing everything alone, being part of support group. So now we have a lot of like networking opportunities online, attending maybe in-person workshops in your city or in your country, working with a coach, with a mentor. This can help you because there is a lot of work at the beginning and you can do everything alone, but it will like take you a lot of time. It will be like a very slow process, and it is always good to have help and perspective from people who are ahead from you, like one step ahead from you, or even like people who are just starting, so you can help and support and collaborate each other. And then reading a lot of inspiring stories. This was good for me when it comes like on the motivational level, listening to podcasts. So podcasts like this, Reinvention, because it can help you like knowing that it's someone who is going through the same journey or made the same journey, made this leap and switched to a different kind of career can really help you. No, it's like a motivation. So this person did it, so I can do this as well. So it will help you. So those three three points can help you with your transition. It was helpful for me, but I think those are like the universal steps that you can take.
Many great tips, Dominika. Thank you so much. And you are totally right. Not just the support that you can get from attending those events or learning how to manage those skills and competencies that you don't have yet, but also you're building a network of support, but also you don't feel alone because moving from a social environment inside a company and then being on your own at your desk every day and not having no one to talk to at the coffee space and coffee machine. It's a lonely journey at the beginning and lots of doubt and frustration, and it's a great way to build a new social network as well with like-minded people. And the collaboration is great. So you can find someone who has a complementary profession that, yeah, can be an exchange of competencies, or maybe writing blog posts about um, different opportunities. And that's a great way to start new collaboration or new projects. I was curious about your uh, what you think has so you know that in coaching we talk about values and what really is aligned to what is priority or important to us, and we know that changing over the years and different life stages we change values as well. um, we got a few information about what you were mentioning before, but would you like to tell us what values you really honor in making this change of your career from employed to entrepreneurial?
Yeah. Yeah, this is a great question because when you are switching, or maybe when you are like frustrated with your job, so there is like a disconnection between the values of the company and the values that you have, or the values in your lifestyle. And your values, they can change over the time. So what was important to you 10 years ago, it can change. So I think that my values, they have changed a little bit. So now like I value like more maybe spending time with my family, but this it come like with also with your age, no, when you're like growing up. But I still value freedom, having my own freedom and deciding what I want to do, being independent. I have been always like the very independent person, like taking my own decisions and doing I maybe it's not so good, but yeah, like doing everything on my own, no. So, but yeah, this is what I value, and doing different things. So having this variety, no, like doing different things, but because I like routine, but I also like changing routine. So always, if I think about going to a gym and doing the same workout every day, for me it's boring. I have to do like different workouts every day. So it can be yoga, Pilates, or go and running. No, so the same with the business. No, so doing different things is important for me, and also flexibility. Of course, another value is well-being and your health, because your business also can impact your well-being. Because if you stay all day in front of your computer, it is important to take time off, and you are not only like doing this for yourself, but also for the people that you are working with, because you want to be healthy, and no one wants to work with a person who is tired or depressed, let's say. So well-being, this became also one of my let's say top five values. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That was very insightful. I never really thought about, yes, someone who has a bad mood is not going to transfer you any good
Yeah.
suggestion on improving your lifestyle or your
Yeah.
career.
Yeah, because when you are working in a traditional job, even if your mindset is, if you're if you're having those negative thoughts, no, and you can go and do the job in your corporate, like traditional job, because you don't. But if you are working for yourself, and if you are thinking about your clients, especially in helping profession, in professions like coaching, coaching therapy, or like supporting professions, no. So then the state of your mind can impact how you are helping and working with people. So it is important to take time off and like recharge yourself. So then you can show up and support people like in the best way. So yeah, definitely this is the part of the of coaching. Yeah.
That's a great advice. Thank you, Dominika. Um, I wanted to ask you something more technical.
Uh-huh.
How have you engaged with, or perhaps, which is the best way that it was for you and your business to promote and circulate? So, how have you promoted your business?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like mix of different steps that I took. So at the beginning, it was networking, attending networking events, in-person events. So going, meeting with people, meeting with other entrepreneurs, like being around them also, so I could like see how they are thinking. Yeah, we spoke about entrepreneurial mindset, so how they think, what they do. So speaking about what I do, even like for example, I remember going to a hairdresser, and when a hairdresser is asking you, so what do you do? So then you have an opportunity to explain what do you do, and they can bring you like more clients and opportunities, which actually happened. So this was like at the beginning. Then I started with I started with my podcast. So it was 9 or 8 years ago. So it was a great opportunity to establish yourself as an expert. And I also did some online summits. So this helped me like to get more visibility and connect online with more people. And doing workshops, in-person workshops and webinars. So then you can like reach a larger number of people and audience. So different types. But yeah, think about what is your style, like what do you like to do? Because maybe someone doesn't like to do podcasts or recording videos, but you are better at writing. So blogging is still a great idea to be visible, because you can share your blog online, or you can even. I was also doing like guest blogging, or I was submitting my guest articles to some online expat organizations or expat magazines. So this was also like a good way. So think about what is your style, what do you like to do, how do you like to do marketing, and also where is your audience? Now, where you can find your audience, the people that you want to serve. So different tactics.
And
Let's
and
say.
and also, of course, very important what you said, and tailored to what is relevant for what type of business you are thinking of launching, and it might be not interesting to communicate or find your clients on LinkedIn if you maybe
Yeah,
have a business that is all baby related stuff,
yeah,
and you are business to consumer type of company. So yes, definitely. Lots of insight in this episode. I'm so happy. Um, and I wanted to say what fascinates me that over the years, all our experiences are not completely lost, and it's just an accumulation. And I see that everyone who has been able to accept and embrace career change, um, the kind of growing exponentially, not just in the personal development, but professionally as well. And those two are, of course, intertwined. You cannot separate one from the other. And we are um, like big puzzles, and we have tiny pieces that we build and put together. Um, if you look back at your beginning of your career or maybe at just 10 years ago, what is your biggest learning?
Yeah, that's a great question. My biggest learning is like believing in yourself because sometimes you can, especially at the beginning, maybe not at the beginning, because at the beginning you have a lot of this energy that you are switching and doing something new. But it's gonna happen that you can like self-doubt yourself, your actions, what you are doing, that this is not working. No one is going like to look for those kind of services. So believing in yourself, having your support system and asking for help. This is what I have learned. So not doing everything alone, but reaching out to other people, to other like coaches or someone that can help you with your business. It can be also like accounting or something, administration, something like that. So allowing yourself to be supported, delegating, especially like for me because yeah I like to do as I said I am like quite independent. Yeah, I like being independent, and so asking for help. So delegating was something challenging for me at the beginning because I wanted to do everything alone. So how can I ask
Mm.
for help if I can do this? No, yeah, but this is like the mentality that I probably grew up. Um, so yeah, this
Oh,
was my
that's
learning from yeah, yeah,
another fascinating topic we could explore in another
yeah,
episode. The
exactly.
mindset that shapes us and what really what we have learned and acquired and how we are conditioned as well,
Yeah.
the culture and the country we grew up, the family that
Hmm.
we had, the studies that we've done, and the type of career or people that mentor that we met in our own journey. There's so much that we are influenced from, and there's not something that we can really skip or not consider because we are in a continuous exchange, I would say, of um, inspiration. That's so interesting. Um, I have a last question that is not in the questionnaire that I will send you.
Uh-huh. Okay. So I have to think how to answer.
Nothing scary.
Nothing scary. Okay.
No, but it's just something fun. Um,
Mm-hmm.
do you remember the movie called Sliding Doors?
Yeah. 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 I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah.
I'm curious to know, did you ever thought about if you have never embarked on this journey, if you have never changed career and stayed in your old job, what would have happened?
Yeah. I think that probably I would like maybe had a promotion, or I would like progress like in the corporate world, or I would um, like maybe focus more on therapy and like traditional job of a psychologist. So having like your own therapy practice, so staying in this and like having your own office. So not doing this digital nomad lifestyle, this kind of expat lifestyle. So this is yeah probably this would be my career. Yeah.
It's fascinating how a choice that we make can literally bring us into different opposite direction, and we could be sitting at our desk and doing different things if we haven't chose the other path and decided on a new lifestyle, as you did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, it was fascinating to hear from you, Dominika. Thank you so much. Do you want to, I will type in the show notes all your links, but would you like to tell everyone who is listening where they can find you? What are your socials?
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you very much for Sarah. So I hope that yeah, I have inspired your listeners to take the step and start the reinvention or keep going with the reinvention. So you can find me on LinkedIn. You can type my name, Dominika Miernik. So Sarah will put all the details in the show notes. And also I have a website which is called dmcoaching.eu. You can go and check my website. There's a blog. There's link to all my social media like Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. So yeah, so you can find me there. Yeah.
Thank you. And I follow Dominika from many years now, and she's very productive. She writes a lot of content, great value content. So you will find a lot of resources and don't hesitate in getting in touch with her. And she speaks many languages, and I couldn't say she speaks Italian just like an Italian. How
Thank you very much.
So what I love exactly about this podcast as well is that it's not just meant to be for English speaking people, but as we are a big community and we collaborate as well, we are both coaches, but in different areas, and we complement each other with different topics. And we are helping everyone thriving in their expat or expatriation or global assignment. And especially, we both share the value of helping other women. And we speak many languages. You speak 4 languages?
Yeah, let's say three. I will, yeah, the fourth language is in progress. I could say five, but yeah, let's see. The fifth language I forgot a little bit. So okay, let's say with three languages.
Thank you so much. It was a great pleasure. And no doubt that people will be impacted in many ways with all your insights. People will be inspired, will find the courage, or will relate to some of the things that you just said. And that's the goal of this podcast. And um, we don't gain any money. We don't earn any money from this project. It's just a passion of ours that you did it for many years as well. And I think it's a great way to deliver the content in a different way and inspire, impacting others to make conscious choices about their life and profession. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much, Dominika.
It was a pleasure for me also. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you for listening. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your number one takeaway from my conversation with my guest? We would love to hear your comments. You'll find all the links in the show notes. If you're curious about reinvention, go download my free guide, Your First Steps. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you'll never miss the opportunity to spark curiosity and get inspired on how you can navigate change in your own life.